Well, son of a bitch. I don't know why that song is skipping. I know for a fact it hasn't been, or at least, folks, I hope it hasn't been. If it fucking has, my bad. Shit. I'll fucking fix that. I guess I'll just take access denied off the playlist. My bad. Fucking Prozac, I didn't really want to have to. I dig the shit out of that track. That shit is dope. But for right now,
welcome, Jensen, folks. It's No Fucks Given. Let's make it the most. Coming up next on NFGR, the No Fucks Given Hour with your host, the Unknown Factor.
Cause that's what motherfucking time it is. It's time for the No Fucks Given Hour on NFGR. Yeah, I, as always, in the Unknown Factor, right? And I'm telling you right now, I know we had a bit of a fucking hiccup last night, cause you know, No Fucks Given be having hiccups, man. What can I say, man? I think I drank too goddamn much, and I don't drink at all, so I don't know what the fuck to say about that. But coming up here in a minute, we have that Project Enemy number 1. Yeah, 1. Project Born. So right now, sit back, check out this track, and we'll be right back. Yo, so Google Hangouts is a goddamn cunt, y'all. That's all I know. Cause like I can hear fucking them on that line. They can't hear me for shit. I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna get that reline though, right? I got this computer rebooting. You know, like I said, any regular listener, or, you know, if you checked out any of our past interviews, you know, man, fuck. Technical issues abound in this motherfucker. What you gonna do? Right? Fucking. Well, shit. And now I'm being told, well, I wonder why that ain't working.
40128. Oh, wait.
Hold on, yo. We're gonna get this shit straightened out for real.
Yeah,
and that's all it is.
401-283-5695, pen 22389.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. But right now, man, I'm gonna throw a bit more Project Born on, cause for real, man, I dig that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right? Right. I think we're gonna go with some Project Riders. Ooh, I dig that track. Yeah, that's a good track. That's a good track. Shut the fuck up and listen to it. We'll be back. Hopefully we'll have some motherfuckers with us and shit. God damn it. I hate buttons. You know that, guys? I really hate buttons. There's too fucking many. Man, I was just writing lyrics. I don't know how the fuck I ended up a fucking DJ, but I ain't a DJ. Let's clarify this. So fuck it. We're gonna restart this shit. I'm gonna put it right here though, because I'm a dick. Yeah, look at that. This is the No Fucks Given Hour. I'm the Unknown Factor. And finally, I think we got all these goddamn technical difficulties done. I got my car fixed, and check it. I got Project Enemy number motherfucking 1 in this bitch. Project Born. Yeah, I got Poker Frank Nitty. What the fuck's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Man, not a damn thing, dude. I'm hyped to have y'all on the fucking show, dude. That shit is dope. And man, the whole thing I've been thinking though, when I knew I had you guys coming on for an interview, I'm like, I know these cats have done a lot of interviews. I know they've got all that standard. I know you guys have had all them standard questions asked, you know. Why'd you get started? When'd you get started? Where'd you get your names? Blah, 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 blah. Right? And I got a notebook. I usually run through some of those questions. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going off script today. Right? We're just going to get weird and random with Project Born. What do you think?
Right. Let's do it. Hey, down, man.
Hell yeah. So I'll tell you what, man. We're just going to start off on a bit of a weird topic. I always like to address with all the artists I got on the show. Right? I'm kind of curious of your guys' opinion of this in all sincerity, right? What's your opinion of the paranormal and the arcane?
Say it again? What?
Like the paranormal and the arcane, like ghosts and witchcraft and shit.
Yeah. What's my opinion of it? I don't know. I never think about it. I don't believe it. I think it's crap. I think witchcraft is kind of crap, you know. I mean, I think it kind of works into who do believe in it. You know, I'm a firm believer in God, so I only go, you know, by, you know, his standards. So I think anything's going to happen, or whatever happens, is going to happen through his grace, or, you know, whatever. So I don't kind of believe in like voodoo and witchcraft and no crap like that. You know, I think that's all a bunch of crap to me personally.
Hell yeah. Well, what about ghosts, man?
ghosts I believe are real. I mean, to an extent, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't like, you know, I kind of like, you know, because I was like, you know, when I had moved into this house, and I was wondering like why, like alarm kept going off, like the door's open, like when we stand there looking right at the door, and the door's not open, but the alarm keeps going off, like door open, you know. And that was around like the time that my children's mother had passed. I told him, I'm like, there's nothing but your mama coming in and out, you know, just her, you know, her ghost, you know, her coming in and out, you know. And then, you know, I kind of, you know, chopped it up as that. But I do, cause I mean, I know I do, like sometimes hear stuff in like in the house and don't know what or nothing new. And then I got a, you know, a slight belief in there be ghosts in your house, you know, but I don't believe they can harm you actually. I don't believe, you know, they can take something and knock you over the head, nothing like that. But you know,
Right. What about you, Pope?
I do believe they might be in the house. Chris, you know what?
I said, what about you, man?
Exactly.
What's
What
your
about you,
opinion?
Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm kept pretty much same, man, on that. Pretty much the same on that as Nitty said. Same thing, you know, believing in God and all that, and you know, the ghost thing. You know, I'm pretty much like, you know, I hear something or see, you know, like not see, but you know, the spirit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, people's spirits, you know, coming through.
Have you ever
I'm
had
pretty
any,
much same on that.
you ever had any experiences like Frank said though? Because Frank, that's fucking trippy. By the way, what you said about the alarm going off and shit. And man, like that had to fuck with you a little.
Yeah. Yeah, right. We was all had like a bunch of them, you know what I'm saying? And then we was like playing cards for money, right? And you know, and my triple mother, she used to always like to gamble, playing cards and stuff. So we was playing cards at night and we was playing cards at night, and then I was like, oh, she's coming in, she wanna play cards. You know, man, I just chopped it up with her, kept coming in, you know? Because it happened like 3 or 4 times. And then the last time it happened, and it was like, I told her, yeah, she got broke, she gone. You know, that's how I kind of played it off.
Wow, man, that was kind of trippy. You got any personal experiences like that, Chris?
No, I don't have any, man.
Alright, I was just curious, man. Yeah, because I know, like, I mean, I've had a couple, and some of the shit I've heard from some of my guests, man. And Frank, that on a personal level, I think you probably got the most personal one I have ever heard, Frank, for real. Because that. Woo.
Yeah, that was crazy, man, for real. It was crazy because I was always just talking about, like, you know, but it was happening, like, you know, often. You know, for the first time we was out, it was just like, you know, the first time she was gone for probably a few months. And then it's just like, it was happening, like, often. The alarm would go off, like, doors open. And you like, looking, no door open, nobody around the door, nothing. And then, you know, eventually, it just, you know, after a while, it just stopped. I think she, you know, she went on and rested. I think she was just coming in, checking on the children. That's how I just tell them, like, you know, this is your mom coming in now. You know, just make sure y'all okay or whatever, you know. And then after a while, you know, it just stopped. And I was like, well, she see y'all okay. And then we left it at that.
Wow, man. Yeah, I believe in shit like that as far as spirits, man. Yeah, I totally do. And I can totally think of something like that happening, especially in a situation like that, you know?
Yeah. It was crazy, man. You know, at the time it was crazy. But, you know, I had to take it as spinning for them. I didn't want them to be scared.
Yeah, man, that's definitely something you gotta watch, because you can scare the shit out of people with shit like that, definitely. My headphones. I apologize. Unplug and replug my headphones, man. I think you put a spirit in that motherfucker real quick, and they told me to shut up on some shit. So fuck it. We're gonna get off the paranormal shit, because apparently the spirits aren't agreeing with it tonight, and we're gonna flip it some music, right? Because there are a couple musical questions I'd like to ask you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna try and keep it on some shit. Hopefully you ain't heard 1,000 times, you know. But the main thing I'm curious with y'all, man, because, I mean, y'all fucking, I mean, you've been in this shit 20 years, right? Frank? Chris? Man, I have got some unresponsive goddamn shit tonight as far as in the way of technology goes. I swear to just everything, man. I don't even fucking know, right? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the fuck happened. I swear to Christ, Google Hangouts is shitty. You understand me? And I am done with it. The next time I have an interview, I promise you folks, it will not be with Google Hangout. It will be through something else. Because I can't deal with this fucking shit. No BS by Project Born, featuring Smallest One of LSP. Hell yeah, check this out. I'm gonna get this shit figured out. Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen. No fucks given. I'm the Unknown Factor still. I'm back. I got Frank and Eddie back with me. Hopefully we'll have Chris calling back here in a second. For some reason, Google Hangouts decided to just take a shit on me. And like I said earlier, folks, I'm telling you, next time I do an interview, fuck Google Hangouts. I'm finding an alternative. It's some bullshit, Frank. I don't know what it is. But fuck it, man. Like I said, there are a couple musical questions I wanted to ask y'all, man. I'm going to pick your brain a little, right? Like I said, y'all have been doing this 20 years, right? Maybe plus a couple. Man, like, what's it like? I'm just curious. Like, being in the game that long, dude, and fucking, I mean, you've seen the evolution of the horrorcore scene from going from, you know, Esham starting off and all that, especially with you guys being where you were, and then it coming to where now you've got Scum coming out with a different vibe, I would say, you know, maybe a bit more gruesome. Like, what was it like to watch that transition in the underground scene, man? And to be part of it, I mean, shit.
Man, it's weird, man. First of all, it's like, you know, let you know, like, you know, going forward, that underground music is in great shape. You know, so there's a lot of real good up and comers, you know, and I like the evolution of it all, you know, because, like, you know, back when it first started, you know, when Econ started doing the ICP, you know, all the, then it just came off from there. Like, in between there, it was just a lot of the same music going on, you know, and how everybody thought that, you know, just to be gory as possible. And then people started to understand, like, you can do so much of that, but it's only so much of that you can do. And then they started explaining what really people started thinking, and it really started thinking and started really putting better ideas into their music, you know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of turns it up a little bit, you know?
Hell
really,
yeah.
and that's the evolution of underground music has came about, you know, because I used to go to shows and there'd be a bunch of, you know, the same music, man. We'd come up, we'd perform, you know, all our stuff ain't horrorcore. But, you know, it's all underground, you know, and people be like, oh, I'm glad y'all is different from a lot, because it'd be the same pattern of a lot of groups doing the same thing, instead of just them just thinking like, okay, man, let me expand it a little bit, you know, and a lot of people don't like, you know, the expansion of underground music. They're like, oh, man, they need to keep it with, like, man, I like, man, you're being wicked. I see being wicked, you know, gangster music, wicked, whatever you want to call it, that's all a part of underground music. But you don't want it all to stay the same. You know, because eventually people going to get older and they're not going to want to hear a lot of it. They want to hear some real life stuff.
Yeah, man, I fully agree with that. Now,
you know?
as far as me, man, like, for real, it was about 12 years ago, dude, I went to my last concert. It was Hollow Wicked with ICP, fucking, it was Tech Nine, KMK, Bone Thugs. It was a hell of a show, right? But I didn't go to a show for like 10 fucking years, dude, and I kind of stepped out of digging into the underground as I had been for, I don't know what, I guess about 10 years, and then I stepped into it like 2 years ago, dog, and I feel like it's way the fuck different than it was 12 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And just looking at it from that perspective, it's just kind of odd, because I didn't see that evolution. I just seen up to Shangri-La, pretty much, when that came out, you know, and then like I said, I kept up to date on a lot of guys on the underground, but it was people specific, like, it was specific artists, you know what I'm saying? And overall, I really didn't follow it like that, and I didn't know who Scum was until 2 years ago, you know, when I seen him live, and I was like, oh shit, that was fucking awesome, right? And I think it's just, it was odd for me to see it from that perspective, because I seen a drastic change so quick just because of how I stepped in. But man, to see it gradually and to hear it explained by you, yeah, that makes way more sense, dog. And there's my dog acting a fool, because, you know, I do this shit at home, and they're assholes, Frank, you know? You gotta love it. That's what's up. But I'm curious, dude, do you think that what's happening in the underground... Sorry, Frank. what's happened in the underground, dude? How much of that do you think was caused by like social network and just the internet?
I do a lot of it. You know, I guess with coming about. I mean, it helped a lot of artists. You know, you got to see, you know, a lot of people, you know, that you really normally wouldn't see. You know, people maybe from the woods of Alabama or Texas or wherever you may be. You know, and the internet really helped a lot of it killed a lot, but it helped a lot too. You can, you know, be able to reach more, but you can't sell records like you used to. You know, because you can easily go download it, go to YouTube, play it, download it off. You can download it off YouTube now.
Yeah, man. I've come to the conclusion pretty much if you throw it up on YouTube, you might as well make it free.
Right. So you can download it off YouTube. I seen somebody show me how to do it. I'm like, fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I don't.
There goes music sales.
Yeah, I don't get that, man. And I think that has a lot to do with just like people don't like physical copies anymore. It seems, which I find weird, man. Because like, look, if I want a CD, I want a fucking CD I can hold in my hand. You know what I'm saying, Frank? Because that's just the way I am. You know, have a track list, a little booklet, a little something about the artist, and all that shit. You know, but so much more nowadays. It's
that's
just.
The way.
Oh, go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, and that's the way it was back in. That's the way it was back in the day. A lot of people, and there's still a lot of people who like to buy CDs, like to have the cover, you know, and all that. They like to. It's like a lot of collectors who do. They like to have everything. They like to have, you know, the covers and everything else. So, you know, they like fully through, but you know, it's a rarity. A lot of people don't buy. A lot of people download. You know, a lot of people, you know, do this. A lot of people burn, just steal from the hit. You know, I mean, that's just the way it is.
Okay. I'll be honest, Frank. Look, I don't keep any of my real CDs with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I was about 17 when I started only carrying burned CDs. Now, it didn't mean I still had that shit at home, but I bought the Great Fucking Malenko on 4 separate occasions because that was the only CD anyone wanted to steal from me. I still don't get that to this day, but whatever. Fuck them fuckers. So, yeah, after I bought it the 4th time, I was like, you know what? I'm burning all my shit. So if someone wants to steal it, all I got to do is go burn up another fucking backup copy because I know I got the real shit at home. But I definitely always have liked having that at home, you know? So, yeah, I never fucking got that from people, though. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad. I thought you were... See, I want to explain. I'm going to say this fucking live on the air. I never have, Frank. There's about a second to a second and a half delay between myself and all of my guests or anyone else that calls into this line. Sometimes it will seem like we're stepping upon one another's words. It is not intentional. It is purely that delay.
Oh, okay. Ain't true.
Shit annoys the fuck out of me. Man, I keep on looking over at Google, though, and I see the word Flint. And I have not brought this up on my show in a couple episodes. My apologies to everyone in Flint. God damn it, I should have. For real, I should have, because the situation is bullshit, and I was trying to make it a point to always bring it up until someone tells me this shit is right. I just gotta know, Frank, what's your whole opinion of that situation with the water and everything in Flint?
It's a fucked up situation. I don't even, you know, sit in these. It's hard to explain, like, if you're not up here to understand what's going on, you know what I'm saying? But that, you know, a few years ago, they lied to us and told us that they changed the water system. They took it on the Detroit water system and they switched it over to a Flint River water system. So, and anybody with a brain can look at Flint River and know that water is not great to drink. So what they did, they said, well, if we don't add these chemicals, no, we don't add these chemicals. They're not going to add these chemicals to it because they're putting too much chlorine. But in the same instance, they never thought that the water was too contaminated, that it would fuck up the pipes, and it had lead in the water, which was caused to have lead in the water when it was coming through. So these smart said, forget it, we're not going to treat the water, we're just going to send it through like this. So they sent it through, and then they damaged the pipe. I don't even know who had the bad idea of switching it in the first place, but it wasn't smart. But they tried to still convince us that the water was drinkable. This was almost over the last 2.5 years. And then they just finally come out saying, well, this water's not drinkable. It's full of lead. It's getting kids sick. It's breaking people out. You have a possible effect of the youngsters getting brain damage. It's crazy up here. Then you got you got the troops passing out water. You got water centers everywhere. Now they trying to convince us that the water's decent enough to drink, but they haven't changed no pipes. You know, they haven't changed no pipes, so it's still up. Lead coming through the water.
Yeah, how in the fuck are they going to tell you that shit's right and not have done anything to fix it? Well, I mean, I'll be honest, as sad as it is, Frank, that doesn't surprise me, only because it's coming from some form of government. And that's pretty much what the government does, dog, is lie their ass off to us, you know?
Man, that's the biggest lie. I mean, that's the biggest story that I have ever seen. And it's kind of surreal because at first when they first broke it down to us, it's like, okay, you sit up here, then day by day, you live, it's mostly on bottled water. And you say, damn, this shit's real. You can't even have the luxury of going to turn your faucet on, get you a glass of water, and to drink it. You don't even have that luxury. And me, I still use the water to bathe in, but I just cut the bathing time down. It's fucking it breaks my kids out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get to the point where you're itching like hell after fucking bathing in this shit. So you itch like hell. I done had times where I done scratched to death. After bathing in it. It's a fucked up situation, man, for somebody even to put a city through this, and they knew it because they started switching over a lot of the city people. They started switching their water a year early. So how in the way they're gonna tell you, y'all don't know? They knew this already, and they tried to convince us that it was good enough to drink. And they knew a year and a half early, but never told us.
Man, I mean, I look at that situation, and there's so many different things I think about it. One being, I honestly think that it's a lot to do with where it's at. I mean, because I think if that would have happened in, fucking L.A. or New York or fucking Chicago or any kind of, real big central, or even Detroit, probably, for that matter, I think they would be more on the fucking ball to fix it. But I mean, the fact, God, dude, I didn't know that been going on that long, and the information you just gave me is some shit that, Frank, I didn't fucking know, to be real honest, and that makes it a step more screwy than I already thought it was, which was pretty damn bad. I mean, really. I just don't get looking at that, dude, how you could look at your people as any kind of form of government and be like, oh yeah, it's safe, and know you're totally lying, and then at the same time turn around and be like, we live in the greatest country in the world.
Right. Yeah, since 2014, man, it's been that way, man. And you know what, here's how they got us. They shot the water rate up 30% too. So I was wondering, man, the water bill is high as hell, and when they first changed it, they would sit there and you turn the water on, and it would smell like the sewer. And you'd be like, oh, that stinks. I'm like, it was stinking. You're like, dang, somebody poured this shit and tell me, it's what you would be like. And then, and you turn up and do, wouldn't pay no mind, but then I just started started slowly but surely stopping from using it so much. We wasn't drinking the water or nothing. We always bought bottled water, but stopped using it so much because I had a feeling there was something wrong with it. But after 2 years, they would have convinced me what they was right. It was just fucked up. And they knew it. The bad thing, they knew it. They knew it. All the way from the governor on down. They knew it.
See, And I'll tell you, that brings me to another point, man. Like, looking at that situation, I mean, obviously to fix it, you're pretty much going to have to overhaul the whole system, right? As far as the whole water system in Flint.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, the pipes.
Yeah, that's what they got to do. They got to go back and do the pipes, all the pipes over, you know?
Yeah, see, I don't.
Yeah, go back and do all the pipes over.
And see, so I just don't get, man, as far as with that. Why? And you said they increased the cost of the water 30% when they did this?
Yes. Yep, they sure do. They increased the cost of the water 30%. We're paying water bill so high. I was about $200 something a month, $230, something like that, you know. And you know, originally people, you know, water bill was probably usually around 80, 90. It was $100 maybe, you know, somewhere around in there, 80. But I'll tell you, $230 a month.
That's
It's
absurd.
crazy.
That they're gonna fuck you out of water to where you literally, like you said, you can't go to your faucet and get a glass of water to drink, and then they're gonna charge you that much more for it. That I don't know. If I do, fuck, that would make me want to get out of Flint. And I know that's not even a lot of option for people, though. And honestly, if I was up there too, it probably wouldn't be a fucking option for me, because I know I'm not in a situation where I can just get up and go. My name ain't Trump, right? But that right there leads me into another thing, man. I'm curious. Why do you think it is, with the presidential election going on, why is this not more of a subject in the debates?
You know what? What's the name? Hillary Clinton. She was the one. She brought it up. She brought it up initially when it happened. Like, you know, she said if it would have happened up the road a little bit, and no, I think if it would have happened up in Highland Park or something like that, then this wouldn't have happened. This would have been fixed yesterday. No, he said it would have been taken care of yesterday, but it's down in Flint, Michigan. You know, Flint, Michigan is 60%, you know, black population. You know, I say more of a poor side, and you know that's your reason. You know, if you feel this has been one of the most violent cities in America, you know, for the last some odd years, and what do you say if you want to say, well, we want to take all these people out of there and then redo the whole city, you know, when everybody leaves, and then we start building better home, better this, up the price on everything, and make the city back right, you know. Then it took all the shops out already. So all you do if you want to make the city back right, put some jobs down here.
Well, and I would think with what needs done, especially in the water systems, and I mean, obviously, if you've seen pictures of Flint and just the situation it's in, there's fucking work that you could hire at a government level for people to do, and you could just hire the people from Flint. So I don't understand why that's not something that's been proposed at that level, especially when it comes to the water lines.
You know the problem is? We're black. We're majority African American. I mean, I'm gonna cut it the way it is. You know, I ain't even put it that way to make it even seem like that. But it's a majority African American, and we're that's low income.
And look,
that's two strikes.
And look, I'll say I'm white. I'm a white motherfucker, whatever. But, and as terrible as it is, dude, I don't want to agree with you, Frank. You know that, right? I don't want to, but I don't. I want to be like, fuck you, Frank. You're wrong. That's not why. But you're not wrong, Frank.
Right.
God damn it. You're not wrong. I mean, it's sad that you're not wrong, and that's how it is, and it's of income and race. I mean, that's why you got Donald Trump sitting here, I'm going to build a wall. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's a whole different story. That's what I said. I'm like, this dude right here is, if he gets here, it's going to be bad, you know, for the people. He just says a lot of dumb stuff. I'm like, I've been always wanting to hear, well, what's your plan? I never hear a plan come out of his mouth. I never hear nothing about, well, what are you going to do for this? He never spoke nothing about the water crisis. He never spoke nothing ever made sense. One thing you do is run around, talk, sound stupid. Like, dude, you sound stupid. You trying to divide this country. You know, you can't divide this country and then expect this country to get better.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to divide this country.
Yeah, and I don't get that. Well, I mean, I do from his perspective, technically, because, look, he's a fucking rich white guy. You know what I'm saying? That's got his name on the side of a building he owns. He don't give a fuck about nobody.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, I see his perspective on it. It makes me curious, though. So it gives me your opinion of Hillary. It gives me a bit of your opinion of Trump, right? Bernie's still in running, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion of Bernie Sanders, man? I'm curious.
Bernie, well, at first, I never heard of Bernie. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was Hillary, and then I see Hillary doing some real shaky stuff. You know, right now, like this is one election where I say I really don't have a horse in this race. But I'm more of anybody but Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Like, you gotta just take one of the lesser of both evils. So, like, I don't know how great Hillary will be for this country. I just don't want Trump. Trump just, man, he doesn't come across as a person who's the problems we have in this country he can address and handle it because all he does is without shit. What is he gonna get done? He'll get done for all the rich people.
The thing about Trump...
What about us? What about us on the lower end?
I know. We'd all be screwed, Frank. Come on, don't you know that? Look at, that motherfucker would make the White House the Golden House. Fucking dick.
Right. But see, the thing about it is he's going to do whatever it is for the rich people. What is he going to do for me and you, and everybody who's going down there this end? What are you going to do for us?
I mean, that's the thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's the issue.
Yeah, I've heard him say certain things as far as, I'll do this and I'll do that, but I don't fucking feel like he's never made a plan, like you said. You know what I'm saying? It's real fucking indescriptive shit. It's not anything specific. And that's what bothers me about him, man. Like, if you're going to sit there and be like, hey, I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and then you either... one, don't just do it, or two, tell me how you're going to do it. Like, you have to do one of those two things after you tell me you're going to do something for me to believe you. And he ain't done shit.
Right. And that's what scares me about it. I mean, he now, don't get me wrong. Now, some of the things he says, when he brings it up, it makes sense. But his way of going about solving this problem doesn't. Now, you do it. We have a problem with terrorists. We do have a problem with now my problem ain't with illegal immigrants, because if you're a normal person in America and you let somebody come from outside come in and outwork you for your spot, then shit, that's your spot. There's nobody should have to outwork for your spot. We should bust our ass. We should bust our ass to get our spots. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem. If they sneaking in, because you can build a wall, but they going through tunnels. So how the hell is the wall gonna do any good if they coming under the motherfucker? Because that's a lot of money wasted.
God, dude, the sad thing is, he would really fucking go and build that wall too, and it'd be an absolute waste of money. You know what my opinion is on this presidential election? And I would love it if I could just really get like a shitload of people, and by a shitload, I mean like a majority of the country to do this. Frank, it would fucking make me so happy. Fuck it. Let's just everybody write in myself. All right? Everyone. Don't write in when you want to write in somebody, write in myself. Because goddamn it, I'm sick of being governed by people that have no respect for the people that they're governing.
Right. It just don't a lot of this shit don't make sense whatsoever. And like I said, in this race, I have to look up a little bit on Bernie Sanders, you know what I'm saying? And I like some of the things I like to read. I think out of all three, Bernie might be the purest. If there's any purity in here, of all three, I think Bernie may be more genuine than them two. I think both of them have. I think all of them have an agenda. I don't think none of them have an agenda. But Bernie might be the genuinest one out of all of them. If there is any genuine out of all three of them. You know what I'm saying? This has been one rough one for me, man. Usually it's like, you know, you always got a horse in the race. And this one, first I was Hillary. I was sold on Hillary at first. You know, I'm thinking like, okay, Clinton, you know, Bill, you know, and then something then over time, something about Hillary just threw me. So then it's like, okay, I'm looking at Sanders. I'm like, okay, Sanders seems to be, you know, he seems like a cool cat, you know, but you know, I don't know, man. You know, this is just gonna be one crazy. Anybody but Trump. Put it that way.
The thing that worries me, man, about the current presidential candidates we got is, like you said, one, you've got Trump, who I mean, I've had one guest that actually said he was a good choice, and Poe, I'm sorry, I disagree with you. That would be Poe Hussein, who I would be very surprised if you didn't know, Frank. You know Poe Hussein?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm pretty Poe. If I've got that wrong, I'm sorry, and you can smack me if we ever meet. But yeah, and Trump, because I just think he's totally unstable, and between him and Putin, it'll be World War III. And Hillary, you can't trust a single thing that comes out of that woman's lips. I mean, she's lied throughout her whole political career, you know. And then Bernie Sanders, man, I look at him, and I'm like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, he's old or this and that, and I don't give a fuck how old he is, but he just looks like too easy of the other option, and I don't want a puppet in the White House. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's sincere.
Yeah, I understand that, but I believe either way you go, you're going to get a so-called puppet. That's what you want to call it. Now, if someone who has the idea who has some things like out, but it all depends. The president only has so much power, you know, and that's what people don't understand. The president only has so much power. And there's only so many things that they can actually do on their own. You know, a lot of this stuff has to go to the House, and unfortunately, if you have a Democrat president and a Republican House, you know, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna have some issues, and you know, with that being said, it can be crazy, you know, getting things done. You know, I think, me personally, this is how I've been thinking. Like, you know, it should be a situation where there'd be a group of people and everybody should all figure out what's best for America, and that's what we do. Fuck the president, fuck this, fuck that. Whatever's best for America, I don't give a damn what it is. Whatever is best for us, it should be done. It shouldn't be, well, he's Republican, fuck that, I'm not doing it. Or he's Democrat, I can't go with that shit. If it's right, it's right.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you. Like, and I'll tell you, I think that's another problem with our political system, man, is we have a two-party system, right? And I'm pretty sure, you know, because fucking, I mean, you perform at concerts, you get more than 100 people in a room, and there are more than two groups and two parties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think it's really, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say is that's fucked up by Project Born. And check it out. We'll be right back, folks. Check this shit out, though.
Can you see now?
Hell yeah, we're back. That's what's up. Yeah, you know that shit. You know you dig that shit, man. Right? Fuck yeah, that's fucked up. Because it is, man. That's the way of our government system. Right? I'm curious, Frank, man. Because like I said, I've been bumping this and four other CDs. I got a 6-disc changer, but I've only been bumping 5 of the CDs for like the past, I don't know, month now. Y'all have been amongst that, dude. I'm curious, like, what made you want to write that track in specifically, dog?
Just you know, the way the track is, you know, what it says is about what, you know, what I was thinking at the time. I was sitting there like, you know, and you know how some things happening. You know, man, that's just fucked up. You know, and it's just a lot of fucked up shit going on in the world. So we kind of just like, you know, put that together. You know, I kind of came into it to say, well, man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. All me in my regular conversation, I was like, man, dang, that's fucked up. You know, I never really realized, and then I just said, you know, that's be a good song because there's always some fucked up shit going on. You know. So I was like, that should be a good song. You know, everybody gonna relate to it, and you know, I thought it came out pretty good.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Like I really dig that hook too, for real. fucking, I gotta know, man. So you say for real. Like I said, that's fucked up, man. And I'm curious. Like I said, you've been in this shit for 20 years, right? And I picked up a pen 2 years ago and started writing. Now, mind you, I'm 32, and I know that's fucking weird for a 30-year-old to be like, hey, I'm gonna start rapping. But I went to a show 2 years ago, and I don't know, lit a fire in my brain and under my ass, and that's what I did, Frank. You know, I apologize for saturating this oversaturated shit even more, but that's what I did, right? But I'm curious, dog. Fucking, I mean, I know 6 months ago I did my first show and recorded my first track right on time, and I had some issues. You know what I'm saying? Just people getting hostile, little beefs here and there. Like, I know you've had beef issues, man, in your 20-year history. Can you just go into some of that, man? I'm just curious, like, how you handled it and, like, you know what I'm saying? Just generalities. Or more specifics. Or all of it. I'm down.
Okay, you say, okay, what specific you want to know?
Just like, I mean, as far as beef situations, I mean, I know, like I said, I know you've had a couple, but what do you think is the best way to handle them, I guess, than anything else? Like, in a situation where there is a beef like that. I mean, and I guess it would depend on how you would handle it, like, what level it would be. Like, you know, say a motherfucker's just ran his mouth, you know, out, like, on Facebook or in public or whatever, like, and not on some fucking, like, serious, real fuck you shit, but, like, you know, that motherfucker can suck a dick kind of shit. Shit like that. Like, what was your your response be in that kind of situation, dog? I'm just curious.
See, me, I'm a calm nigga, you know. But I'm really, you know, straight from the project. You know, the project doing ain't just a name we made up. We literally from the project. Now, I got, you know, some cats that, you know, that they deal with it, that won't want to accept that. If they see you, they're going to be at you. You know what I'm saying? Well, just play it. You know, if this is some beef, you know, they get at you. You know, if somebody comes talking shit on Facebook, if I choose to just say, you know, I would either ignore you, or I'll connect you, whether it be on record or in the street. But I prefer we deal with it like men. They ain't where you done something. And if you done something to my children or something, then, you know, it's gonna be some shooting. You know, that's the bottom line. You know, it's gonna be some shit. But I'm the kind of person like, life is too short to be sitting up here even sitting around this motherfucker, you know, arguing and beefing over bullshit. I'm not doing it. Nigga, if I got a beef with you, or I just don't deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like you, I don't deal with you. I just don't deal with you. If I fuck with you, then you know I fuck with you, because I'll fuck with you. We'll hang out. We'll be cool. Whatever. When I see you, it's always, what's up, man? What's up? I'm like, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not gonna be around you. Period. I don't know, because I just don't deal with that. You know, a lot of people I had to cut off. We'd be cool. Then I had to cut you off. If I cut you off, then that means you done something fucked up to me, because I didn't come up with it and run around and start shooting at you on every corner, because you know, I got kids I had to be here for. So I'll leave you alone before I have to mess you up. So I don't play. But if I have to get you on record, then, you know, when you leave it like that, then I can take the hits on record, but I'm going to get something back. I'm good at doing that.
So, yeah, because I know you guys have had fucking diss tracks against you over that 20 years, man. I think I've actually heard a couple. I'm trying to, oh, God. I've jammed so much new music into my fucking head in the past, like, 3 months, Frank.
You know, you haven't had a news, because we haven't really had no beat like that. You know, some of us might do some subliminal, and, you know, and I'm like, man, that was, you know, you can have a feeling like, man, that was, he was talking to us, but he didn't say my name, so he could be just anybody. Me, if I got beef with you, I'm saying your name. Fuck you. Like, fuck such and such, man. Fuck such and such, fuck such and such. I'm not gonna be it's not gonna be air. I'm not gonna be this. If I come to I'm gonna dish you, then your name gonna be called. I don't shortcut it at all.
I see your point in that, but there's this part of me, because look, and it's funny, look, I'll say this specifically because I've got a track written right now that is, it's a bit of an issue that I've had with a couple motherfuckers, and I got pissed, so I wrote some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck you, dude. You want to do all this fucking Facebook strong bullshit and then delete it after the fact, not even leave it up. You can fuck off. I'm going to fucking record 16 bars on your ass, and then 16 bars on your ass, and then 16 bars that are more than anything a general fuck you to everyone if you've got a problem with me, and I'm going to put it out there, and it'll be out there, and anybody wants to hear it. But I didn't say no names because I ain't trying to give them motherfuckers that kind of goddamn publicity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like I should say their names because putting my name in their mouth makes it to where anybody that listens to that track is going to be like, oh, well, I wonder who that is then. I don't want them thinking that, because fuck that dude.
What? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel you. You gotta look at it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you know. So what's, like, I know fucking, have you ever written just a, like, what's the most vicious diss track you think you've ever written? If you are cool with bringing that up. Because it might be some old shit, I know.
It's an old, but there's no, some good beef with some, there's one, it wasn't even a beef. It was a competition, really. This was way back in the day. These were my own homeboys. We all, you know, we was just coming out and rapping, you know. We were just, you know, dropping, you know, our new single. It was like 92. Then we had dropped in 95. We got the Born Dead, the first Born Dead, 95. So we was performing. No, matter of fact, we was, so it's some other cats in the neighborhood. They say, man, me, him, and him, I beat you, him, me, Pike, Punk, and somebody else. I'm like, what? Come on, let's do it. So it was just really supposed to be like a rap competition. Really like, okay, who can make the best song, who will snap the hardest, whatever. But it ended up being like, you know, they went first, and like they was taking shots at us. You know, it wasn't supposed to come to that, but it did. And so we ended up shooting back. Like, you know, but we, you know, it was all in fun. This was our own homeboys, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, we were saying everything, you know. So we shot back, and then it was like, okay, it was cool. But see, you know, but then, you know, but you know what? If you have to, when we did that, it was like, you know, us not knowing that we were on a bigger scale. When we ended up putting that song on our album, and then, you know, some other people got offended thinking that we were talking about them, you know, and they were like, oh, no, it wasn't like this, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't these motherfuckers thinking like, oh, man, why you dissing, man, you know? And we were looking like, we didn't diss you, what are you talking about? You know, but we're not understanding we're on a bigger scale. And then so when we put the song on the album, it kind of made it look like we was trying to diss somebody else, and we wasn't. And, you know, and it kind of, you know, I think they took it personal, and they were taking some subliminal shots at us. You know, when I heard these songs they were doing, you know, and, you know, different.
What do you think causes that so much in the rap game, dog? To where, I mean, because beef's been around since, almost since really rap. Definitely since the invention of gangster rap, and when it went to that level, beef came about. What do you think made it to where the beef was so prevalent in rap?
It's the competitive thing. It's too much testosterone. You know, too much. It's too much. And again, everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to be the best. So when one person gets hot, then everybody wants to take shots at them and bring them down. And then the main way to do it is to cause conflict with them, to make it a competition for you to get your time in the light, and then try to prove that you're better. You know, some people are up to the challenge, some people are not. You know, let's go way back to KRS-One and Shan. You know, and it goes, you know, probably Shan started before your time. You know, but it goes way back to when LL and Kool Moe Dee. You know,
it is
way back. You know.
See, it is before my time, but I am a studier of the history. You know what I'm saying? So I'm aware of the shit, though I wasn't around for it. You know, because what? Let me see. How old are you, dog?
I'm 41.
All right. See, you ain't even got a decade on me, man. Just 9 years.
Almost. But see, one thing I did, like, man, I originally, like, see, I'm see, by 1980 I was 6. I was already and I was just like a lot of songs out there when rap really hit the scene. You know, it was what it was. And then, you know, you see everybody coming out, and then you see the beef, and you see the cliques, but it was always a rap competition. It wasn't we see you niggas just, it was, motherfucker, I'm a better lyricist, I believe, than you are. And it always stayed on record. That's what made it great. Now, you see, you go back to, Biggie and Pac, where these people getting killed behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, my folks were actually right across the fucking street when Tupac got shot. And, like, they called me from Vegas. Yeah, they called me from Vegas, man. And I think I was, God, how long has that been, man? God, has that been 15 years?
I got killed in 96. I got killed in 96.
Wow. Yeah, so I was like 20-something. Yeah. And my folks called me, and they were like, some rapper just got shot across the street. And, I mean, it was in the news, and I was watching the news at that moment. And I'm like, you're telling me you're across the fucking street from where Tupac just got shot? What the shit? It was a weird thing, man. I'm curious, on that note, dude, do you think, I gotta ask you, Frank, do you think there's any truth? Do you think Tupac could still be alive?
Hell no.
I'm glad to see you got some damn sense.
Yeah, Tupac wanted too much attention. Tupac not to sit around and watch rap be the way it is and not have nothing to say. He was a different animal, you know what I'm saying, for him to sit back and watch a lot of this going on and be like, oh, I need to come back. No, Tupac's gone. Tupac's gone, because he's not, the way he's set up, not letting all this happen and sit back quietly. That's in his nature. He can't do that.
Yeah, I honestly think that if Tupac was still around and seeing what is currently the mainstream industry, man, I don't know what he would think, but I would love to ask his opinion of it, because I think it would be definitely an interesting one to hear. On that note,
interesting.
I want to know, Frank, what's your opinion of the mainstream rap industry, like the shit that's playing on the radio? You know what I'm saying?
I think most of it's terrible. Like all this shit that you don't even understand what the hell they're saying. I'm not too much into like the young girl shit, and I'm not even into my man Freddie Rock, because I don't understand shit they're talking about. It's how the fuck you take a motherfucker who can't really sing, and this motherfucker sing, and motherfuckers sit there like, dude, this motherfucker can't sing. And then when they perform the shit sounds terrible as hell. You like, it just doesn't make fucking sense, man. It's terrible.
Auto-tune, man. Auto-tune. Look,
Frank, there you go.
Yeah, hey, man, I give you full permission right now, Frank. Look, you ever meet me, and I have used auto-tune in a track by that time, smack the shit out of me, would you? For real, because fuck that shit, dog. I ain't trying to auto-tune my shit.
Right. No, I don't like the auto-tune shit. I think it kind of fucks shit up, because even if you try to perform it, you didn't have the auto-tune on, so you're never going to be able to get the way it sounds, so it's going to be terrible.
Yeah, that's the other thing I don't like about it. It's nothing you can perform live. And I mean, what's the point of recording a track if you can't go and do the track live? Because if you can't do that, then in my opinion, and fuck, I'm gonna catch all kinds of heat from the shit I'm saying on this fucking interview with you, Frank, but fuck it. It's no fucks given. In my opinion, dude, if you can't go perform the track you recorded, then you're not a musician. You're a dude that used some tricks on a computer.
Right. If you can't sing, you shouldn't be doing the singing thing. Like, it shouldn't be no singing thing. Because it sounds terrible to me. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck are you saying? I don't even know what you're saying, so how are you supposed to sing them all? Shit. I like to hear some lyrics. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like to hear lyrics.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that's one thing my wife gets on me for. She's like, babe, sometimes you're too fucking wordy in your tracks, because I don't shut up, dude. I can talk endlessly, and it would eventually turn into jargon, though, and you'd be like, what the hell is this fucker talking about, dude. I have no idea. And I honestly probably wouldn't either. That's why the name I chose fits me so perfectly, Frank. You know what I'm saying? Unknown Factor. Because I don't even know what the fuck I'm coming with 90% of the time. Right? I'm just spewing what's on the top of my mind. You know? But I think that's, like, if you can do that as a musician, I think that's what makes some of the greatest musicians, is the fact that they'll take their unedited thoughts and they'll put them on a track. You know? I mean, I could name a shitload. I could name a shitload of people like you guys do that, obviously, with no regard for who the fuck you offend. And I love that. I think that's how all music should be made. I think the second you start making music for the masses, or making your music to make sure you don't offend this particular person, then you're not making art anymore. You're just making something to be consumed. And I'm not McDonald's. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I feel you. I try to use my food in the food jar, you know. It's, sometimes I don't, I kind of say what I feel at the time. I kind of say what I need to be said, but, you know, at the end of the day, I have children, but I still, you know, I kind of get my point across what's trying to be said. Certain tracks or whatever that needs to be said.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that. I've actually got one that goes to that effect where I know I'm going to offend a lot of people with it. I've actually got to get a rough to it to my producer. But I know I'm going to offend a lot of people with it, but I think it's something that definitely needs said, you know. But I'll get that to all y'all listening later when I get it back and can actually hear it in its proper form, which I can't wait for, but that's a different story altogether. Ow. Fuck this weather, Frank. That's a different story altogether. It's got me fucked up. I'm curious though, dude. I go to mainstream. I'll tell you the one, because dude, I make it a point not to listen to the radio. I don't, because I mean I honestly find it slightly offensive. But one track that I heard recently, man, that I want your opinion on is Usher. It's Okay to Be a Stripper.
Oh yeah, what are you saying? I know what you're talking about. With the money, I guess what he was trying to say, what he was saying, like, it don't matter, get your money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's okay to be a stripper, but he's saying more or less like, if that's what you do, fuck it. That's how you get your bread, get your money. You know, me, I don't too much like strippers. I mean, I think it's degrade to women. I think they would degrade themselves by doing it, but you know, it's easy zone. I can't, say how somebody wants to see their family, but at the end of the day, I think really shouldn't do it, but, easy zone. I think it's really degrading, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually probably one of the few males that can say, dude, like, I went into a strip club with a buddy of mine, and this has been, I don't know, 9-10 years ago, something like that. Because it was right around the time I was 21, and he was like, "Here, man, go have a lap dance." And I was like, "Hey, can you just rub my shoulders, because my shit is sore." Like, I want a lap dance. And that chick's like, you could tell she was honestly confused by the fact that that's what I was asking for, and then walked away with no regard for her. Like, "Hey, thanks, that was cool. Have a good one." Like, just paid you $20 to rub my shoulders for 10-15 minutes. I'm good, because I carry a lot of stress in my shoulders. So anytime I can get a shoulder rub, dude, hell yeah, I'm down with that. I don't necessarily need some chick gyrating on my genitals for money. I mean, I'd like to think that if I want that, one, I can get it without paying. It's not that hard. I mean, for real. And to pay for it, in my opinion, man, it just, I don't know, it makes it to where it's just like, why, what's the point of this? Like, I had to pay for this? This is retarded. That's just my opinion. I'll tell you, I'm getting annoyed at the fact that I cannot figure out how to make a damn phone call out of this Uber. Because I was trying to get Chris back on the line, was hard, but, like, I'm telling you, Google Hangouts, dog. I agree. I think I'm definitely... So, folks, just so you know, that number is going to be changing, because I'm going to find something different to use. I don't care what it is. I ain't yet, but I'll figure it out, folks. I promise. And we're gonna stop this little technical issue we seem to have way too many times on No Fucks Given Out, right? Because it's annoying, Frank. I'll tell you, man, that's a curiosity question, dude, for real, because you've been in it 20 years. So I know in those 20 years, dude, the technological advancements that you have seen in the music game, as far as from where, like, how hard was it for you guys to record your first demo when you did that?
So when we first we did what we was on Real to Real. Real to Real was basically you couldn't do no punching or nothing like that. You know, everything you had to have your stuff down. You had to have it all down, go through it without nothing. You mess up your stuff from the top every time. On the reels, it wasn't like you had to take the reels back and bang, and then went from reel to reel to A back, the same way, and then everything started going on the computer.
Yeah, see, I'll tell
you. With the computer now you can punch and record and get all these things. Now this was this thing called a reel to reel, and it was the reel was ancient.
It's funny you say that, though, because the first time I actually recorded anything, man, I put myself out there and I said I was going to do a show before I had a track recorded. I didn't have anything, dude. All I had was a bunch of shit written down, and I had beats chosen out for all the tracks. But I was like, yeah, I'll go do this show without even having anything recorded. So, I mean, I really just, was like, I'm going to throw myself in the fire, and we're going to see if I burn, you know? I did all right. But, how I recorded it, dude, is I just went on my laptop, I sat it down, I played the beat, and I ran through the whole track from the beginning to the end, doing the hooks, doing all the verses all at once. And then just used that for my backing when I did it live, as well as to listen to where I knew all my tracks proper, to where I didn't screw up live. But doing it like that, man, just straight through, it was ridiculous. Because I've got, especially with Bloody Rorschach, which is a track of mine, it's kind of quicker and it's a little hyper. To run through that whole, it's like a 3.5, 4 minute track all at once. It nearly killed me. I was seriously out of breath just trying to hit it and punch it how I wanted to, in one take. So I can only imagine how that was for you guys, right? I mean, having to do it reel to reel. So, I mean, how was that for you? Was it a process of adapting based on the fact that that's how you guys started recording? And now when you go in and record, you've got everything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you've got all these punch-ins, you can switch it up, you can move everything around. You know? Was that
Real with no punches. It's a lot easier now.
Well,
you had to be more on point back then, ready to go funny.
Man, I can only imagine recording like that. Especially because, I layer myself.
That's a lot of practice, man.
Yeah, I layer myself 3 times on any given track, man, just to add depth to my voice. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say that. I don't care. That's how my recordings are. When you hear me and I'm not live, that's layered probably at least 3 times because it's the depth and the effects I'm trying to get. And I'm also using different pitches of my voice. I mean, you guys didn't have the benefit of being able to even do that. Now that you do you ever go back and do stuff like that as far as, layering your guys' voice or anything like that?
We always use just second one side and 2 double ad libs. That's really how we record. Hey,
listening to that Born Supremacy, I can't think that it sounded layered as far as, it didn't sound like any of you guys had a whole verse all the way through twice. And, I mean, I'll be honest, I wouldn't have noticed that long ago, but now that I've recorded like that, it's something you do pick up on. But I think without recording, or I think without having that recording process, it's something you don't notice as much as far as people layering their voices. Yeah. But once you have, and you start listening to artists, you can definitely tell a distinction between it. Oh, I'm fucking losing shit, Frank.
Yeah.
My brain. You ever have that problem? You just lose your mind a little?
Yes. All the time.
Hell yeah, man.
All the time.
All I know is, Frank, is that a little girl I hear in the background?
Yeah,
I hear your little girl in the
She
background.
works like in the school.
Does she rap your music?
Yeah. No, you not. You don't want to talk.
Huh?
She don't want to talk. She don't. I want to talk.
Oh, she wants to
So you
talk.
don't want to talk.
I don't know, man. I might frighten people. I got that problem, man. See, I frighten people. It's not intentional. I don't know why. I don't mean to, Frank. Like Static says, man, I'm a nice guy. Do I gotta say it twice? You know, but everybody says I'm not. But hell yeah, man. So I'm curious, what's your whole family, man? Because I mean, you've obviously throughout this music career had to dealing with your family in it. Were you able to balance that fairly well? And how did you find just balancing that, dude, with everything that you guys have done in your career?
Yeah, you know, you got to balance it. Be a father first, and then everything else is secondary. You know?
Hell yeah, dog. That's
You
right.
know,
All about that family. All about that family. Check this shit out. Family by Project War. We'll be right back. No fucks given, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Look, having Frank's gonna try something. We're gonna try and get both fucking Chris and Frank on this bitch, which is how it was initially. I don't know why the hell this damn Google Hangouts is being so fucking uncooperative, y'all, but I'm telling you, if you ever have to host a damn radio show where you gotta interview people and shit, I don't recommend it. Find some other shit. I'm gonna. And I'm telling you right now, y'all, if y'all wanna fucking know, I'll fucking tell everybody live on the air, whatever the hell it is I find that works, because this shit ain't cutting it, y'all. It is fucking me up. I'll tell you right now, though, based on that track, man, I really want both these cats on this line, man, because I got a question for them based on that family track right there that I really, really want to get both their opinions on, truly. I mean, I wish this shit would have worked a long time ago, because I'd have liked it. I had them all on fucking Google Hangouts. Don't like me, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is, but it's like fuck you factor, and I'm like fuck you Google. Fucking Google. Just another corporation trying to kill us and strangle us all slowly. Just so you all know. That's all they want to do to all of us. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I don't know why, but like they do, dog. They wanna just do everything they motherfucking can to fuck our shit up. Right? And all I got to say is hold on. Right? By Project Born. Yeah, featuring Lady Dice. I'm going to try and get this motherfucker right back. Hopefully we'll have Chris and Frank both on the line with us. We'll pick their mind a little bit more. Man, I'm telling you, we're back. No fucks given. Y'all don't know my struggle. Trying to fucking get this damn Google fucking Hangouts to work. I swear it's like, one of the biggest headaches of my life, man. I don't know why someone told me it was a good idea to use this shit. I don't know. That's what they told me, though. I'm telling you right now, for real, there's something else that works, and I will find it, because I'm sick of this motherfucking struggle. It's annoying as shit. Like, flack the fuck out, folks. Look at it. Fucking up my interview with Project Born. Not even letting fuck Chris call in and shit so we can chat about this shit. Man, I was trying to get all kinds of opinions. But for some reason, I don't know why, it's telling fucking Chris this pen ain't right. And I'm telling you right now, this pen says 22389. Like, I don't know what the fuck, man. That is some weird shit, y'all. I think my shit is like possessed, and I don't think I did it. If I did, I didn't mean to do it. But for real, that is some weird ass trippy motherfucking shit, right? But for real, I'm gonna try and get at least one Project Born back in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna try and get me a nice little drive. I'm gonna try and maybe cut a couple more questions up from at least one of them. I don't even frankly give a fuck who I get. Come on, Chris, Frank, somebody, give me a call, man. We work this shit out. Paint, what's up, dude? You know what I'm saying? Pone, man, come on, give me a call. I don't give a fuck, right? Because that's what's up, you know? But for right now, what we trying? Get this shit? Yeah. Knots don't fit. This goddamn Google Hangouts don't fit either, man. You know what I'm saying? But knots don't fit. Feature Bay Jizzle. Yeah, by Project Born. Check this out. We'll be right back, folks.
You can't be tough wearing skinny jeans. I
Yo,
don't give a shit.
We're back. And I don't know why, y'all, but Google Hangouts is not agreeing with Chris. Like, folks, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what in the hell this problem is with this program, but I got Frank Nitty on the line. we're back, you know, hanging out, right? But for real, dude, I want to get into more. My bad. Like I said, I didn't mean to interrupt you when you was talking and shit, but I'm gonna get a bit more into what you was saying as far as, like, man, you recorded 2 speakers and a microphone, and man, who first off,
that was when we first started recording.
who wrote that lyric? There is somebody that's got a lyric that's 2 speakers and a microphone.
I don't remember. I don't remember it said. I never said it either, but that's how we originally started. But me and Pint, you know, it's before Poke was even in the group. Me and Pint did years together before Poke came to the group. Me and Pint actually really started rapping, you know, writing somewhere around 90, 91. So we finally hit the studio around 92. Where, well, we have 92, because we first got the losing single back with Esham in 92. You know what? Matter of fact, it wasn't even that. It was, we was doing songs before that. And we had, no matter of fact, we was doing songs after that. We did that. That was 92, so that was 24 years ago. We actually started like in 90. So that's when we was recording on, you know, mic, you know, 2 speakers. And over my boy Joe Project career, and I was all one take, and like I used to write out right that night, and I remember I sit up and rewrite the whole verse, and then next day we didn't have to use no paper. I was just rewrite the whole verse. I was young, I could do that. You know, it was 90, 91. I was 17.
Oh, wait, Frank, I don't mean to interrupt you, but how the fuck did that suddenly work? Chris, what's up? Look, Poke's in the house.
I done tried 20, 30 times, man.
Man, that's funny too. Look, I swear, I just sent this motherfucker a message being like, shit, man, I don't know why Frank got on fine. I hit send, and then...
It just keeps saying, I'm sorry, that pen is incorrect. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna try it again, and it just can't go.
Well, fuck it. Thank God it worked that time. My bad, Frank. Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, dog.
Yep. Yeah, we were recording. We were recording with the 2 speakers and a microphone, and me and Pike, you know what I'm saying? That's when we really just started doing it, you know. And then back then, like when we first started, like, you know, people like, we don't want to hear it. We didn't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear people that didn't want to hear us rap, like, you know. Really, you know, there was some more people, some more older cats in here that rapping, you know, they was doing their thing, you know, and then we just came out of nowhere and just formed our little group, and we were writing and just, you know, fucking around, you know. And, you know, we was kind of like, we came out of nowhere. Like, there were a lot of, like, good artists, performers that was going down, and you know, and we actually had this other guy in there. He was just playing the music, and then with Junebug, he was doing the music. He was playing the music live, like, you know. So he played the keyboard, and we rapped live, and we was doing music. We did a talent show. We won this talent show way back when we won a talent show, and then it just like from there, and then, you know, Pint Cousin took us to the studio. And shit, that shit blew up so fucking quick, man. Cause like we did a song called "Losing It" first, and then we ended up doing the song remix with Esham, you know, and that shit just took off, man, quick.
Man, to get to work with him that early in his career, like I'm jealous, but at the same time, look, I'm like, I don't like to have worked with y'all that early in your career, so.
Good, man. Like, you know, at that time, Esham was the fucking man. Man. We were sitting there like, you know, it was hard not to be a fan and then go in there and just be like, okay, let's go ahead and do work without, you know, like, this Esham, you know what I'm saying? This Esham. At the time, Esham was dropping shit. You know, I didn't Kill the Fetus was out, you know, and that shit was just fucking banana. And everything he done before that, you know, we used to listen to his shit. But my boy ended up putting me on the Esham, you know. My boy, come on, man, listen to Esham, he's blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, man, there ain't no Scarface, he ain't no Tupac. Then I heard, I know, you know, he was doing Biggie, she was doing his thing, and when I listened to him, like, this nigga the truth. And we started fucking with him, like, so this, after we did the first media song, and then we was riding back, I said, you know what? You know who would be dope on this? Esham. Then we was like, yeah, shit. The motherfuckers called them up. They did first we did a show with them, and then did a song with them like I think 2 weeks later. And shit, and after that, like, you know, we was fucking with you know, a lot back in the day. And then that's how we ended up fucking meeting ICP. You know, through eShop, we was all that. They was coming. They was in Flint. We was all in Flint doing shows. Us, ICP, and eShop. We was all, you know, sit back. You know, we was backstage at this spot called the Network. It was open in Flint at the time, and we come in and everybody, right, we opened up, and ICP. It's my first time seeing ICP. So, shit, we went out, rocked out. You know, ICP come out, around. You know, we let it kicking pop and shit. You know what I'm saying? And one of they in the club, people in the club, you know, they got their best gear and stuff, and they could go out kicking pops and shit. And something like, no, what the fuck? You know, it was crazy. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, man. We were at the Network, and eShop and ICP, and then that night, ICP, they got it. It was like, man, y'all be interested in doing a show. Like, the show had to be probably 5 months away. We're like, that. They do it. And then,
man, that had to be weird on a different note. To see ICP live and, like, they're doing the whole Fago thing, and it's like they're not known for it yet, though. They're just kind of showing up and doing shows and throwing fucking soda at the crowd, and nobody's fucking expecting it. Oh my god, dude, I can see how that could piss a lot of people the fuck off.
Because, like, you know, we in Flint, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was, you know, predominantly black crowd, you know, and then, you know, everyone, when people come out to the show, then, you know, people trying to get gear, you know, people on their dead linens. so that's my first time meeting Jay and Shay, you know what I'm saying? And then we had got with them to do another show, and then, you know, they waited a bit. You know, we were supposed to end up signing with Real Life, but even, you know, for some reason procrastinating, and Jay and them came in like, man, you know, I don't want to step on eating them toes or nothing, but, you know, and they offered us a deal. And, you know, they used to come all the way from Detroit to my crib in the projects, you know, come school us up, take us to the studio up in Detroit. We go there, and we'd be in the studio with Mike Clark. And Mike Clark is a fucking genius studio, you know?
Oh,
and
yeah, man.
It was just...
Yeah, if I could pick a producer, it'd probably be Mike Clark, man. I'd be really hard pressed not to be. Yeah, if I could just pick one out of air, yeah.
Yeah, it was, you know, and that, you know, that was, you know, crazy because, like, well, first, you know, to take it back to when we did the song with eShop, we went to this spot called The Disc in Detroit, and we go up in there and it's fucking George Clinton's in there. You know what I'm saying? We go there, you know, George Clinton. You know, we fucking George Clinton, like, that's fucking George Clinton. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it was just crazy because, like, you know, he actually just smoked out, you know, doing whatever, you know, but this was a spot where everybody was recording at the time, you know? And, you know, and then after that, you know, we started fucking with, you know, it's like the fact Jay was coming out, people up there, and then we need to record, and, you know, they came down on the first recording. Actually, our first recording, like, we had a song called Go to Wars on Board Day 1. Our first recording, you know, Shag was on there. You know, when he did a talking segment on there. You know, and you know, it was crazy, man. Yeah, you know, it was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like we were back then before actually really blew up like they are now. You know, these girls who created this artist fan mail in their tub and shit, and they, you know, they used to tell us all the time, like, man, we go to the store or something, like, man, your money ain't no good, we over there. It's like, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know, Born Dead, you know, was classic. You know, that's gonna be classic forever, you know, with Psychopath, and we could have, like, made it longer. We could have made it longer, but Well, they ended up coming out being, you know, a super classic. And, you know, back then, you know, it was lovely because we see all these in-stores and all the, we go down to, you know, you can go to record stores and sell records and shirts and stuff. And, you know, it was crazy.
Man, I'm gonna get me another physical copy of that one day too. I'm telling you, dog, for real. But I'm telling, man, I'll tell you a question I wanted to ask you too, especially because I just played. Now this was 3 tracks ago because, ladies and gentlemen, we had to deal with technical issues, and I actually got Bo Poke and Frank on the line. Fucking finally, shit, after like an hour and a half and shit of fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like 3 tracks ago, man, I played the track Family off the Born Supremacy, which, for real, anybody listening, if you have not fucking heard the Born Supremacy, this new Project Born CD, go and fucking get it, cause like for real, I like damn, it really surprised me, like I said, cause when's the last CD you guys put out before this?
Born Dead 2, 7.
Yeah, and that's been a minute, ain't it?
You put out Born Dead 2, yeah. It was 08, wasn't it? 07, 08? Yeah, 09.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought. Like, it's been a fucking while, you know. And then to see you guys come
I don't know, for some reason we always stick that long, man.
Yeah, come to think of it, that's actually pretty true. Stop slacking, fuckers. But everything they've dropped, man, is fucking dope. And for real, like I said, if y'all ain't aware of this shit, you need to go pick it up. And like I said, I hope you fucking checked out the shit we've played tonight and enjoyed it as well. But I played the track Family just a fucking while ago. And it makes me curious, especially with you guys being in the scene you were, and obviously seeing the Juggalo culture come about. You know, I mean, you guys actually seen it evolve into what it currently is. I've heard a lot of the people I've interviewed say that there's been a drastic change in the Juggalo culture in, say, about the past 10 years, and there's far less of a family vibe. I'm just curious of your guys' opinion of that. And now, mind you, I mean the fan base. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about the artists, but even the artists in that case, in some degrees, I've heard that as well, to where it's just not as much of a family vibe as it used to be, you know, like a decade ago. What do you guys say?
Yeah, what I say about that, man, I think it's more or less like, you know, like you say, it started back there in the early 90s. So a lot of the Juggalos today, man, you know, they're young. They don't know the full history of it. They coming around, you know, some of them coming around the Bang Bow Pow Boom, you know what I'm saying, CD era, you know what I'm saying, and now on out, you know, on up to today. So they don't even know really the truth, the history of how everything began, of Project Born being the first group on Psychopathic besides ICP and all the things back in the day. So a lot of them don't show the respect and have the respect because they don't know the history of it, man. And some of them, you know, but all in all, though, man, Juggalos, you know what I'm saying, you know, they can't have no better fan base, man. They, you know, family, I'm going to say, you know, my fan base. And, you know, but, you know, you got the young ones that, you know, they just need to, you know, sit back and, you know, do their research and, you know, so they can know what's going on.
All right, what do you
That's
think?
my take on it, man.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree totally with what you're saying. You know, a lot of people, you know, don't do a lot of homework, you know, and, you know, it's new ways. Like, kind of like how I do it, like, just in life, you know, this kind of this generation is totally different from ours, you know. Their generation is a lot wilder. I don't know if it's the new or the drugs, they're doing more drugs or what. But, you know, it's a totally different generation. A lot of them just don't. They don't know the Project Born, and they don't know the Miseries, and they don't know like the ones like the real, you know, and some of them, you know, they got the glimpses of Esham, but a lot of them, some of them don't know, you know, that Esham was the man who started. They really, you know, they see the psychopathic being the top of the totem pole, and they, you know, they think like, you know, it started with them, but they don't know the Eshams and the Nodus, and, you know, the Mastermind, the TNT, you know, rest in peace to him, you know, and everything, you know, and they don't take the time to go back that far to understand the game.
Yeah, man, I see your point in that, for real, because, I mean, that's like, I mean, everybody you mentioned, I'm highly aware of. Like I said, I swear I'm gonna get a fucking physical copy one day again of that CD you guys released off Psychopathic. But, like, have you guys seen that recently? Because if memory serves me properly, the last time I tried to look that up to buy it, it was like $50 to $100 or something. It was ridiculous for a physical copy of that damn CD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. You can't find that, like, the original with the from Psychopathic. That thing is a pain in the ass to find.
Yeah.
But it is, man.
Get on eBay. Yeah.
We need to give a Psychopathic. Everybody to stand. Let them know if they want that back. We need to bring that back out. Reprint like through them.
Oh, hey, look, if they reprinted that shit, I'd pick up a copy. Yeah, I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them actually reprint some of the oldest shit, especially like you say, Misery. What was it? It wasn't Misery Loves Company. Or no, wait, fuck, that's Tech 9. My bad. Damn. Oops. Brain fart. Sorry, y'all. Parala Misera. That's what he released off Psychopathic. There you go. And then he did the next CD that, say, the next CD I heard from him was it was very much anti-Psychopathic, man, because, and I don't know what that whole situation was that happened with the Fallout. I mean, describe some of it.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
you better eat it too, Lick.
Say what, man?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, man. I thought you said something wrong. No, but, yeah, and then that. And
No,
I think
I was talking to my daughter.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of people also don't realize, like you said, that they all do consider ICP or the ones that started it and all that. And I mean, I've read Behind the Pain. I know who Isham is. I've got a bulk of his CDs. I'm not going to say all of them because the man has an extensive library, and I don't think I have at least his most current one. Because I know he's still fucking making shit, which is amazing, right? But like I said, I was amazed to see this by you guys, in all honesty, and especially the quality of it. It just caught me off guard because it was something that I had listened to, decades ago, an artist that I'd listened to decades ago, and to see that you guys, I mean, you're still putting out solid shit, and then even going to the fact that like the fact that you had Smalls one on there. When I got that CD and I seen that, I was like, really? Like, that caught me off guard. You know what I'm saying? To see you working with such a young artist like that. But I didn't know you guys. I don't know the association you have with LSP as far as that's concerned. But just to see,
Scum is my guy, man. Scum is my guy.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
We've known Scum for a long time, man. Scum is my man. You know what I'm saying? We've been knowing Scum for a while. That's my man, man. We have mad love for Scum. And then how Small One actually came about. Pope was I didn't even know who Smalls One was. And I mean, I'm just being honest. And Pope brought it to my attention, and look, when the song came up, we had the beat, and Pope was like, "Well, we should get Smalls One on it." I'm like, Smalls One. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I trust the judgment of being able to knowing who to put on here. So when we got put on there, when I heard her voice, I'm like, damn, she's tight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she's tight. So I'm like, she's nice, big shout out to Small. She's nasty. And I'm like, I'm glad we put it on there. You know, what was going on with the boy Kaya. And then, so it kind of came together. I love it from her. I always bring whenever I play the CD, that's one of the songs I bang. Okay, but I mean, his voice expression was more personal than anything.
I mean, what you said Scum's your guy, man. I want to see Project Born do a track with Scum. Is that out there somewhere and I just don't know it?
He on our Born Dead 2 album.
Okay. See,
yep. I mean, but just like us and him would be dope. That'd be dope on one track.
Hell yeah, dude.
We don't want to do something. I've been on the tour with Scum through forever, I've been trying to get on. I've been trying to tour with Scum before I retire. You know what I'm saying? So you want to put that out there. If you hear it or listening, hey, Scum, let's do it before I hang up my mic. Because Scum's a good dude. You know, every time we ever deal with Scum or ever we deal with Scum down in Colorado or whatever, you know, nothing but love, you know, for us, and he's a good dude, and I have mad respect for for Scum and everything they're doing over there. But
that man,
I give him a love.
Right.
Yeah. I have mad love for Scum, man. Big up for Scum. He's good.
Scum, like one of the goodest dudes, man, you meet in the game. Really, just genuine, like cool. Just ain't no faking with it. He just genuinely down to earth, cool dude.
Yeah, actually, got a chance.
Cool,
yeah, I seen him live actually just a couple weeks ago. The MMFD tour, the Unsubs tour that him and Psycho just ran, Insane Poetry. And man, I just gotta say, Scum, I know at the end of that show you said fucking you wanted to come back again with that MMFD tour, and I heard what Frank just said, and Factor will chime in. Fuck yeah, man, I'd like to see you fucking bring fucking Project Born up in this bitch with MMFD. Fucking A, dude. Fucking No Fucks Given will show up. You know that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you already know. Yeah,
oh hell yeah, dude.
We mad up, the whole LSP roster. They're doing that. I just want to keep eyeing on them. They put together a nice roster, man. They moving. But I didn't understand how none of them didn't get into the gathering. But I don't know, about that situation. That's not none of my business, I guess. But I don't understand how none of them get into the gathering. But they've been working.
Man, I so want to get into that now that you said something about it, Frank, because for real, when I seen that announcement that none of LSP was going to be at the gathering, I was kind of taken aback and found that kind of odd, especially based on the fact that, I mean, it's not like they're doing anything but building as far as from what I see, because I'm actually Static G, who's part of LSP, the owner of Rhymestick, man. I've actually had him on the show. I've got him coming on the show again here in just a little while, too, because he's got that All Out of Normal tour coming up. But, the fact that they took him on to that label as well is something I find very interesting, because, I mean, if you look at everyone else on that label, dude, everyone else on that label is very much fucking horrorcore, gore hop, and that's what they do. That's their style, which, fuck yeah, I like it. I appreciate it. I mean, I got the Unsub CD sitting up in my fucking cabinet right next to the Born Supremacy and quite a few others, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they went and signed Static on top of that, and his style is so much different from everyone else on that label, and they just did it like they did, amazes me, man, because it's somebody that's looking at it purely from a good business aspect. And I think that's something that he's got going for him, that a lot of people, man, I shouldn't say this, but a lot of people don't going into this. They don't think of it as business. They just think of it as ego, And I think that's a large problem with the current shit I see in the music industry. God, I'm going to catch so much fucking heat from this interview I'm doing with you all because I'm just running my mouth and I'm the new fuck on town, you know what I'm saying?
Right. We'll get some heat for it. Good.
Hey, man.
For what?
I've been hated for fucking 32 years, you know what I'm saying? And I've only been rapping for technically 7 fucking months, as far as that's when I did my first show. So I'm used to hate. I don't give a shit. And it's nothing new in my life. It's just new to get it from rappers, which is like, all right, I must be doing something right if you hate me. Fuck yeah.
You keep doing your thing, man. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Now, I have made too much of a passion. So that makes me curious, dog. You guys have been doing this for 20 years. What is it that makes you just want to keep going at this point? You know what I'm saying? I mean, after doing it for so long, you've had a great deal of success in the industry. And like I said, Frank, you were talking about hanging up your mic, or wanting to tour with Scum before you hang up your mic. So what makes it at this point, being in it for 20 years, because holy shit, that's a long career for anyone in rap. For anyone in rap to say I've been in the game for 20 fucking years is an accomplishment, dog. Like, what at this point makes you want to keep putting it out like that?
Actually, man, it's the love of the music, man. Then when we go to these different cities and states, man, and people coming up to us saying our music helped change their life, or our music keep them going and we inspire them and stuff like that. That keeps you going, man. Just to know what you do, you're doing what you love, and it's affecting other people's lives, man. That's no other feeling than better feeling than that. So that's what it is.
Yeah, me too. I know much love music. Sometimes I don't really want to deal with rapping, and most of the time it helps me get out my pain, especially when I'm in a dark mood or something that happens. Then I just go to the pen and it helps everything. It's good stress reliever.
Man, I fully agree on both accounts. Now, I'm curious then, because obviously you've been in the game long enough to have this happen. The first time, which I assume this was a while ago, not to be a dick, you old man. Sorry, couldn't help it. I assume this is, it's been at least a while ago, but that first time you had somebody walk up to you and be like, hey man, this track, whatever track it was, like really helped me, like blah, 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 in such and such a manner. What was that like, man, the first time that happened?
Man, you know what? I remember the first time that I really, like me, well, I'm pretty sure we all feel the same, but the first time, man, was like, 2000 at the first gathering, because before in the early 90s, with the psychopathic thing and everything, they was doing shows like with Too Short and whoever they were doing with me. You know what I'm saying? This was like my first big show. You know what I'm saying? We did a few shows before that, but like big show with Nile, like thousands of people there, and we sitting at the merch table signing out. People coming up to getting autographs and from all different parts of the country, man, coming from other countries to go to this gathering. We like that. The hell, we not knowing that people love this like this, that they coming from everywhere, saying, "Oh, Country Boy, we love y'all," buying all our stuff, getting autographs. That feeling like that was like, man, back in 2000, first gathering.
Yeah, me, when we first dropped out in '95, we had just released Born Dead, and I'm going on about a number of days going to the mall. Me and my homeboy, my best friend, shut me at the mall. And it's probably about Born Dead been out for like a month. This was 1995. And then, so I go to the mall, and somebody stops me like, you're from Friday Mall? I'm like, yeah. After that, I see about 15 other motherfuckers coming out of the blue. I'm sitting in the mall with a bunch of people just sitting around, and I'm just talking with them. And they're like, you ain't got nothing better to do? I said, no. And I said, no, man, I'm chilling. And that was the first time I just knew that what the effects of everything was about how it was changing, because it was my first time out, really just going out like to the mall or something after the Born Dead dropped. And then it wasn't just like 15, 20 people. Just in one walk, you stop and you're talking to a group of people. So everybody looking at me probably like I'm doing a seminar or something. But it was crazy because I'm not used to it. I'm not at that time I'm 21. We from the hood, so it's we're not thinking that Born Dead as big as it is. But Born Dead was humongous. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people still want to buy Born Dead right now. We came out the gates like Born Dead was on the charts everywhere. Like we used to see these sound scans, and we had like Detroit sound scans, and like Ohio, and we had Flint, and it's like we was 10 on Flint. We was probably around like 12 or something in Detroit. And I'm talking about on the chart it was like we was over Tupac. We was like Snoop Dogg, like we was over them. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, damn, there's Tupac up there with Snoop. You see all these motherfuckers up there, like, and he's like, damn, like, he's like, them is accomplishments, because you look at it like, you see all the people that you looked up to in rap, in the rap game. Matter of fact, I don't even think Snoop was even good in the game yet. I don't even think. But it was crazy, man.
Hell yeah, dog. That
was crazy.
But hey, you know what? For real. I'll tell you what. You want to fucking make it work in the rap game? You got to show up. And you know that for a fact. This is Show Up by Project Born. We'll be right back.
Get the fuck out of the way!
Hey, check it out. We're back. No Fucks Given Hour, NFGR. Yeah, got Project Born in this motherfucker. Chris Pope, motherfucking Frank Nitty. Yeah, what you know about that shit, huh? What you know? For real. Like they was saying earlier, man. I agree. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that don't know the history, man. And this is some history right here. This is some history, Project Born. If you don't know about it, you need to. The fuck's wrong with you, you know? But I'll tell you what, I got another question, man, about the current state of the music industry. I'm kind of curious y'all's opinion on. Because from what I have noticed, diving back into this the way I have, when I initially, like 12 years ago, dude, when I really kind of, I mean, I didn't step away from it entirely. I never have, and I never would, right? But I kind of stepped away from it a little bit, like took a step or two back to where I just wasn't seeing as far underground anymore. When I did that, it seemed like most of the shit was focused in Detroit. Like, that's where the good underground was coming from. It was in the Detroit, or I mean, not in the Michigan area. Not Detroit, but Michigan. I look at it now, and it seems like that's gone to Colorado. Like, and that's where there is an abundance of pretty damn good music coming out there, man. I couldn't tell you how many cats from Colorado I've actually interviewed. I don't think I can count them on both hands. I'd really have to honestly look. Why do you think that made that transition? And am I right? Did that make that transition, or am I just a fucking moron?
I think you're a moron right now.
It's spread all over there. Like, you get it everywhere. You know, Colorado is playing a big part. You know, but you got down Kentucky, you got St. Louis, you got Minnesota, you got Kansas City, it's spread everywhere, really. To where, you know what I'm saying, it's like,
I don't think it gets no better than here. I think the best underground music is still made here. You still think the top people on the underground are still out of Michigan. You think Twisted, Blaze, and ABK, ICP, Deshaun,
Dayton Family, everybody.
Dayton Family. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Michigan team, it's still the best spot. You know what I'm saying, for your best underground. You know what I'm saying? But I no knock on none of the rest of the underground artists. There's a lot of great ones. You talking about Lil White, A-Stack, Jelly Roll, all of them do. You know, they do their thing. Check's the man. The underground is great all over. I still think the best comes about in Michigan. I think, because was more originating. I think we got, in more volume, as far as the underground game goes. But when you talking about, the players that's in the game, it's a lot of great ones. Pretty, real good ones.
Oh, yeah, man. I definitely agree with that. I will agree with the aspect, dude, that it is, like, from when I stepped out to, like I said, to now, it is definitely a thing of where there are way more underground artists in way more locations as opposed to, like I said, when it was, I feel like most of it came out of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? It really did. And I'll tell you on the note of the Dayton family, real quick, on the note of the Dayton family, I just got to throw out, since you threw that name out there, Frank, man, I got Bootleg coming up. I don't have the date handy because I don't keep my fucking calendar. You can check NoFucksGivenRadio.com. I know that shit's up there, but we got Bootleg coming up either later this month or early next month, or Bootleg. I'm sorry. I'm fucking terrible with dates. What can I say? Yeah. But you really do see way more of an abundance of it, man. And you bring up Kansas City. I mean, obviously, I'd say the main thing out of Kansas City really coming is Strange. And I do love some of the shit they've done recently, especially like bringing on Seth's crew. I think that was a real, like, that move. It surprised because I didn't know who the fuck Seth's crew was until they signed to Strange. And them two dudes have a real unique sound to the way they flow. And I think you're seeing a lot of that as far as different varieties. But I think as far as in the Michigan, you'll always see it come. Wow, fuck. What's the word? What's the phrasing I'm looking for here? I can't quite think of it. That's where it originated. You know, as far as Esham, ICP, that's where that sound originated. So I agree with you. That's where it's the base. That's home base. I mean, that's what it is. Like, Michigan's home base. You know, it is. When it comes to horrorcore and the underground, that's home base. So yeah, I can see your point. You can never really beat home base, man. You know, I guess it's just perhaps like I interviewed a shitload of people from Colorado. How that happened, I don't know. I guess it's just who my wife got a hold of and booked me. So that's how it happened. That's terrible. Yeah. You know, and then I think the real big thing is you see LSP starting out there too. Like, I think that's the big thing. And so I suppose they actually have another, like, a label that's really making a name as a label as opposed to an artist that's in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, I would say Michigan, I mean, as bad as it is, man, like, and again, y'all don't get mad at me, y'all, for real. But when I think Michigan and I think underground, and the first thing that comes to mind is going to be Psychopathic, you know?
Right.
And then beyond that, my brain goes all over the place because I don't want to know how many artists I could name from Michigan, to be real honest, because I don't have that time and it's already 10:30 and I'm not trying to keep y'all here till midnight with me just running down the names of artists I know. You'd probably get offended and hang up and be like, what's this jackass's problem? You know. Problem is I'm dying, but it's okay. We all are. It's a perpetual state. Do you think there's ever a chance, because this is the one thing that makes me curious with the state of the underground, of it overtaking the mainstream? Like, do you think that's ever in the realm of possibilities?
I don't think so. It's just for the thing that underground is too vulgar, too honest. You know, and it won't never, you know, it won't have enough. Radio won't play it enough. It's too scared of what the underground. You know, even like when people from the underground go, like Tech has started to move a little mainstream, not a little mainstream. That's like the underground invading the mainstream. So when you look at it like that, it's like people are like, oh man, he's selling out. Instead of us saying, well, you know, it's a lot of underground people look at it and say, well, we don't want to hear that stuff on the radio. We don't want to hear this. If you don't want to hear it on the radio, then change it. Go take over the mainstream, and they do it. But the thing about it is the mainstream thing is the underground thing is a little bit. The language is vulgar. What you're talking about, people fear that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that to be on the mainstream. They don't want the underground, what we describe on the underground, on the mainstream. We know what's going on, you know, but a lot of it don't, you know, like police brutality or you know, murders and killings and all that stuff that we talk about on the underground. They don't want that on mainstream. They don't. And the reason why, because it'd be an uprising. You know what I'm saying? It'd be, you know, black folks here and white folks all together, and it'd be an uprising together. And they don't want that to happen.
God, that'd be
so. If they keep you blinded, you understand? They keep you blinded. They keep all that on the underground and saying, well, they can say it amongst each other, but we don't want the whole world to know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I totally feel you on that.
Your last one.
Love you too. Hey, you want to say hi to Project Born?
Hola!
That's my 7-year-old, man. She's been with me too. She asked for real. She had to come in and get a hug because it's her bedtime, man. I'm on late and shit, but fuck it. It don't matter. No fucks given. That's what's up. I'll tell you what, though. On that conversation, I just gotta know, because I fully agree. I fully agree with what you said as far as they don't want that in the mainstream. But, and I've asked this question to several other artists, I'm curious, why is it, do you think, that we as a society, and I mean America specifically when I say this too, have a problem with violence in music, but not in film?
Right.
But when it comes to sex, it's the opposite. With sex, we got a problem with it in film, but not in music. What the fuck kind of fucked up mentality is that?
Hey, because they like to be honest, they try to protect young mind, young rich mind. They don't want them to see certain things. They don't want them to hear certain things. So they kind of got a fence. We can play it all. We can play it. It's the same reason why, you can come around like in poor neighborhoods and you see liquor stores and stuff. It's a kind of we're gonna keep y'all now. We're gonna expose the other half to something different. As long as they expose them to good stuff, they're gonna think and do good things. They expose us to bad things. We're gonna always think and do bad things. We got a liquor store right here, and that's the thing you go in and say if you're an alcoholic, you're not going to go in there and buy alcohol, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's logical because it's acceptable. So, and then you look on the other end and you say, well, they bring you out and they're only gonna let us be exposed to so many things, and that's how it happens. They don't want a lot of people to be exposed to a lot of things, and I'm telling you, they afraid what they don't know. They're afraid of what they just don't know about.
See, and I don't know, man. Me personally, I don't get that. I mean, I understand the bulk. It's kind of, you fear what you don't understand. But I think that is a serious problem we have. You know what I'm saying? Is we don't want to understand. And in doing that, all you do is perpetuate ignorance. And to perpetuate ignorance is to perpetuate probably the downfall of our species as a whole. And I just don't think that's something we should do. Like, mind your fucking business to a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a motherfucker needs help. Help them. Don't just walk the fuck by, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand how the fuck we got motherfuckers starving in this country and then a jackass running for president who's got a building with his fucking name on it. You know what? Mind your motherfucking business and get this country right if that's your fucking goal. Mind your business. Project Born. We'll be right back. Hell yeah, we're back. No fucks given, man. Check that shit out, right? I'm telling you right now, listen, if you've enjoyed this interview, I hope you enjoy these tracks on the Born Supremacy. You need to go to the projectborn.com and pick that shit up, man. It's fucking worth it, for real. I bumped that shit, and I'm probably going to have to burn another copy, because God knows I burn through CDs, I swear. That's terrible. When you play a CD so much, you're like, I gotta throw this out and skip it. And not because it's scratched, just because it's been played so goddamn much.
Right. Right.
It's fucking terrible.
Good thing.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Anytime you can enjoy some music like that. And I like this dude because, I think it's hard nowadays to find CDs you can just put in and play and enjoy. And y'all accomplish this with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a CD I can just bump. And fucking just turn it on and be like, I'm cool. Hell yeah. But fuck yeah, yo. But I'll tell you what, man. It's late. We ran late tonight on the No Fucks Given Hour. I like how I call it. Y'all notice how I call this show the No Fucks Given Hour? And I'm telling you right now, y'all, I have never only ran just an hour. Ever. Yeah, I got motherfuckers talking about, hey, you tricked me. You said this was an hour, and it was like 3. And I'm like, you're damn right it was. That's what's up. Just hang out with family. Hell yeah, though.
Right.
I'm going to get the fuck off here, though, because I got to wake up at 6 a.m., y'all. This has been a fan-fucking-tastic interview, man. Thank you, Chris Poe. Thank you, Frank. Y'all want to throw any shout-outs before we cut off here?
Shout out to the world, man.
Big shout out to the
Hello, everybody.
Long boy, young right. Big ass Will. A boy, Big Will.
Big side. Big side, Hoodoo. Rose Jefferson. Hello, y'all. Everybody.
Everybody. All the underground motherfuckers that make this shit pop. Underground for life.
Alright, homie, man. You take it easy, man. I'll be in touch with you, homeboy.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Alright.
Thank you, Chris Pope. Thank you, Frank Nitty. This has been a great interview. We're going to cut out for the night. This has been No Fucks Given. I'm the Unknown Factor. I hope you've enjoyed this interview with Project Born. Again, I'm telling you, you need to go out, fucking go to realprojectborn.com, or hey, catch one of these motherfuckers somewhere and just make him sell you this shit. Catch Frank, catch fucking Chris. Hey, let me buy this fucking Born Supremacy. I know you got a copy somewhere. Don't lie. Right? They will. I hope. Maybe I'm putting them too much on the spot, but I'm prone to do that. But fuck it. It's been a great night, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. We're going to end this night. I don't know. What should we end this night on? I think, you know what? For real. I think that is a great choice. Because you know what? Act like you have amnesia. For real. Fucking acting like you don't know who the fuck Project Born is. Come on. If you don't, you either too young and need to do some fucking research, or you just didn't fucking grow up right to begin with. Check this shit out. Amnesia. Project Born. Have a great night, y'all.